Good morning. Hello, good day. Young Excellence Club. I'm very delighted to be one of the speakers that will be speaking and inspiring you this year, 2021. I want to say a very big congratulations for being part of this. Congratulations to your future because you decided to be here. Thank you. And to the organizers of this event, I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you for what you're doing in this time and in this age. Thank you for your selflessness. Thank you for choosing to give back to the society. Thank you so much. All right, without much ado, my name is Tunbititi Ola-Joshua, and I am one of your speakers in this year's conference. So, I will not take too much of your time, but I will quickly tell you a few things, and I hope that you are with your jotter and your pen to pick few things that resonate with you, that you can relate with, that you can quickly pick up and start applying. I mean, your own light bulb moment. So, who am I and where am I coming from? I'm told to tell you about my story. So, I am the girl that grew up from a ghetto environment. When I say ghetto environment, it's the typical slum environment, and then but mine is a little bit advanced, kind of, because it's a face me, I slap you. Face me, I slap you environment, and we have about 100 people. We sharing the same bathroom and toilet together. Yeah, so one bathroom, one toilet for 100 people. And these 100 people are only the occupants of this compound. So it's a typical ghetto environment. I hope you're getting the picture. Just try and get that picture. And aside these people, we have other visitors that come in to visit the compound to share our dear one toilet and one bathroom with us. And this set of people are the people we call the agberos, the touts and the thugs in our environment as at that time. Why? Because in that same compound we produce weed. Weed, for those of you that yes, weed is Igbo, you know. Yeah, Igbo, particular type of stuff that is being smoked. Yeah, so it's aka Igbo Labi environment. So, well, I was part of the people that used to help in wrapping these weeds, and it was fun as a child. But please don't involve in that. It is not. You will hear the full gist. So I was part of that kind of company. I know where to buy Rizla and how to wrap it, and then we sell. Yeah, my parents are not the one in charge of it, but our neighbor was in charge of it, and our neighbor happened to be our landlord's son. So there is little to how much I can say no. Well, in the same environment, unwanted pregnancy, it is not a big deal. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, unwanted pregnancy as a teenager, as early as age 14, you're already pregnant. I am 35, going 36, and then I have people that we grew up in that same house, because I got married at 29, 30, and I got married out of that compound. So we lived in that compound all our lives. We moved out of that compound 2019. Well, I had already gotten married. I had to take my parents and my siblings out of that house at 2019. So I left the house when I was 30. When I was 29, when I got married, I was going 30. So I have stumbled on some of these ladies that we grew up together, that their own children that they gave birth to as at that time already have a unwanted pregnancy. So let me say my age mate is preparing to become a grandmother. Yeah. All right. So in that kind of environment, I'm sure you would know that sexual molestation is not new, and different kind of vices, drinking, smoking, and then poverty is one big deal. Yes, my parents lived in abject poverty for a very long period of time, that almost every weekend I go out, also get a job, go to a party, and then gather all the leftover jollof rice. You know what I'm talking about? That jollof rice, that Nigerian jollof. You know how tasty it is. However, I go out, pack the leftover moi moi and the rice, and then take it home. I'm always very, very delighted to bring it to my parents and my siblings, because the kind of food that we eat is the kind we describe as pade mini gumpa or eba kolobe. Apologies to those that doesn't understand Yoruba, but when I mean eba kolobe is a gari muscle that you cannot afford to make in your house because you don't have money to buy kerosene, or you do not have money to buy enough gari. But there are people who sell this gari muscle in cheaper quantity, in cheaper amount of money that you can just go ahead and buy. So I used to go to Shodimu Street in Shomolu, where I grew up, to buy eba kolobe. And then omiobe is pade mini gopa. Pade mini gopa again is for those that doesn't understand Yoruba. Apologies. There is no way I can tell my story without saying exact names that we called it then. So pade mini gumpa is the kind of soup that is so watery that you can just prefer to pour water and then atagungun, that is the grounded pepper, salt, oil, and just mix it together because it's so watery. Gosh, when you use your gari to touch the soup, then the water will just will swim down to your elbow. Then you use your tongue to lick it. I'm sure you get the description of what I'm trying to talk about. So that is to describe the abject poverty that my family and I were in that environment. Yes, that was my story. And where I am right now. I am a mother of an amazing set of twins. I am an author to 383 pages of a book. May I show you a copy? This is my book, my latest book. I may be gifting some of you free copies, but this is my latest book. An author. I am a speaker, just like I am speaking with you right now. I am a preacher. I am an interior designer. Yes, you can imagine, for somebody who grew up in one-room apartment with about 8 to 9 people in one room, becoming an interior designer. Interior designer are those kind of it's an art where you creatively design a space to become beautiful. You cannot put the picture of before and after together. It is a creative work. How did I get that idea to turn a space into such a luxury and a beautiful, a creative, productive space when I am coming from one-room apartments? And that is exactly where I'm taking you to today. I chose differently. I decided that I will not allow my environment to influence who I become. I will not allow where I am coming from or my past to dictate my future. I made a choice. And I am here to tell you today that you can make that choice. You can become whoever you want to be. And may I tell you, in case you don't know, that there is a particular purpose for your life. When you came to this world, there is an agenda for your life. So you are not a mistake. You are not an error. In fact, for you to be born into that particular family, it is not a mistake. It is orchestrated by your maker. So I chose differently. I said, there is a particular purpose why God has sent me here, and I am going to fulfill that purpose, whether I like it or not, whether my environment likes it or not. So I chose differently. What did I do? I changed the narrative. How did I do it? And that is exactly where I am going to today. I may not be able to title my message to you today, but I want you to pick that which is yours. If you would ask me, I would title it so many things. I would title it Regardless, Shine Your Lights. I would title it Regardless, Shine Fearlessly, Live Fearlessly. But if you would ask me, now, Tunbititi, what exactly would you like to call this message? I will call it mindsets. What did I say? Mindset. What is your mind set on? What is your mind set on? Is it set on where you are coming from? Is it set based on the limitations that you have put around yourself? Quickly, three kind of mindset I would like you to lose today. Number one is entitlement mindset. Number two is limitation mindset. Number three is Nigerian factor mindset. And three kind of mindset that I would like you to embrace and gain. Number one, it is success mindset. Number two, growth mindset. And number three is nurture mindset. So back to the kind of mindset you need to lose. You need to lose entitlement mentality. The fact that you are in school, the fact that you have a great parent, or the fact that you don't even have parents that can afford your needs, does not give you the reasons to go around and be complaining. Having a mindset that they ought to do this for me, that person ought to do this, ought. They should have, they would have. No. Drop entitlement mindset. Whatever comes your way, see it as an opportunity for you to become who you are called to be. Number two is limitation mindset. I used to limit myself, so I've been there before. Yes. I used to have a low self-esteem. I wasn't confident. I hawked all my life. And then there was one of those days that when I started my menstrual cycle as a young girl, we couldn't afford pad. We couldn't even afford toilet roll to absorb the blood. So I didn't have a sanitary towel. But what did my mama give me? Mommy gave me Ankara clothes, the used one, the faded one, because she cannot even think of giving me a new one. That is if she has. She gave me a used clothes and cut it into pieces, into a rectangular form, and folded it. My darling people, friends, one of these days I used this Ankara rag as my sanitary towel, and one day I was walking on the street and it fell off from my pants. Gosh, did I pick it up? No way. If it were you, will you have picked it up? I walked faster as much as I could. That was an embarrassing moment. I walked all my life till I became the prefect in my school, the assembly prefect girl in SS3. And you know what that means? Every student knows you, but you don't know every student. I opt very well. I am wearing a wig. I would have shown you the center of my head. So I limited myself. I said, how will I be able to become who I want to be? Seeing the kind of environment I came from, seeing the kind of abject poverty that I'd gone through. I limited myself for a very long period of mind. But friends, I realized that it is only a mindset. Lose it. Lose a limitation mindset. You can be whatever you decide to be. It is a decision. You have to decide. Decide to change the narrative. Decide to have a healthy self-esteem. Not a superior self-esteem, not a low self-esteem, but have an healthy self-esteem. Don't bully people. And don't ever look down on yourself. Drop the mindset of belittleness. There was small thinking. That small thinking. Drop it. Yes, I challenge you. And number 3 is the Nigerian factor mindset. A lot of us believe that we can't make it in this Nigeria because it is Nigeria and that your destiny is in Canada. Please don't misquote me. If God is asking you to go to Canada, He will make it happen. If Canada is where you have to fulfill your own purpose, it will make it happen. But I am saying to those of us who has escape mentality, that Nigeria, every country has their own challenges. And the world, Nigeria in itself, is waiting for you. You. Yes, you. Nigeria is waiting for you to provide that solutions, that applications, that solutions that the world is waiting for. In the health sector, in the education sector, in the politics sector, in the media sector. Nigeria is waiting for you. Stop that Nigeria factor mindset. Drop it. Drop it. Let it drop. Lose it. And there are the 3 kind of mindsets to gain quickly. A success mindset. A success mindset is the kind of mindset that you believe that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Whoever you want to become has in the religion sector, in the media sector, in the politics sector, in the law and justice sector, in the health sector, in the sports sector, in the entertainment sector. Whoever you want to become according to what you are called to be in God. Because you can't even remove the God factor. I hope you know that God is real. Because God is in all the sectors that I mentioned. God is not only in the church. God is in media. God is in entertainment. God is in business and economics. Success, the mindset that nothing is impossible. Success mindset, embrace it. Decide that you have a success mindset. Be brainwashed. Brainwash yourself. Number 2 is the growth mindset. Ability to just want to become. You want to keep becoming. You do not stay where you are. You do not believe that your present status is your final destination. No. The moment the moment you stop growing is the moment you stop living. You have to strive. Be resilient. Keep growing. Have a growing mindset. Because that is how we become. Number 3, because of my time, I won't be able to break these things down. But I'm hoping to have a question and answer from you. Because I know that we will learn more from questions and answer interaction moments. Number 3 is the nurturing mindset. Nurture mindset is know who you are. Not your friends, not your neighbor. You. Do you know yourself? Do you know when you are most active? When you wake up? Is it before you sleep or when you wake up? Are you a morning person or a night person? When is it that your battery is always full? You know when you have a phone, If you don't charge your battery, once your battery is low and it's completely dead, you can't function with that. That phone cannot function. That is exactly how we are. You need to understand when your battery is getting low, what you need to do to charge your battery. Do you need to sleep? Do you need to take a nap? Do you need to read a book? Do you need to pray? Do you need to talk to somebody? Do you need to bless somebody? Know when you are feeling low. Know when you are most productive. What time of the day do you read and you know that you have spent your day being productive? Nurture. Have a nurturing mindset, because it is in knowing who you are, paying attention to yourself, reclaiming your soul, that you will be able to know who God has called you to be. You will be able to pay attention to the environment around you. Because it's not as if God is going to call you, my son, my daughter, this is who I want you to be. No. It isn't speaking to you like this. It isn't listening to things or reading books. And finally, three things that I can also say that brought me from where I was to who I am right now and to where I am going, because I've not even become who I am called to become. I am in the process. Who you listen to, the kind of information that you get into your system, either by books, either by listening, whatever enters into you, whatever entertains you will enter into you. Be careful of who you listen to, the kind of information that you absorb into your system. Number two, the kind of books you're reading. What kind of valuable books are you reading? Readers are leaders. I tell you, readers are leaders, because it is in reading you absorb a lot of knowledge. But be careful, profitable knowledge, please. Number three is who you move with, your association. If you have the 5 closest, I want to give you an assignment. Go and list the 5 closest people to you. You are the 6th person. If those 5 closest people are wise people, you are the 6th wise person. If they are 5 foolish people, you are the 6th foolish person. Be careful of your association. Who are you moving with? I am happy that you are part of Young and Excellent Club, because it is a great association to observe into your system. Thank you so much. I really hope that I haven't taken so much of your time, and I hope that you have been able to pick 1 or 2 things that you can adopt. Please feel free to ask questions. I do not want to overshoot my time, so that the secretary and the president, the vice president, can invite me next time to inspire you. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying true. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.